counting house was open, that he might keep his eyes upon the clerk, Bob Cratchit, who in a cold and dismal little cell beyond worked at his ledgers.
13, 17, Close the door, Cratchit. Shut out that infernal noise.
Yes, Mr. Scrooge.
Found their impudence. Cratchit!
Yes,
You ought to stop at Fothergill's on your way home tonight and collect that 17 shillings and sixpence he owed me since Michaelmas, and tell him I shall have the constable over here if he doesn't pay at once.
Mr. Fothergill's wife...
What do I care about his wife? I want my 17 and 6.
I just thought it being Christmas...
Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Bob. Oh, Mr. Fred. Well, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you, Uncle.
Merry Christmas, Uncle.
Humbug.
Humbug? Christmas a humbug, Uncle? Marley, his partner, dead these 7 years, was not angry or ferocious, but looked at Scrooge as Marley used to look, with ghostly spectacles turned up on its ghostly forehead. The hairs were curiously stirred, like flames blown from a chimney draft,